I'm going to just say it. Okay? Let's talk about it. You have to be clear about what you want. I don't care if you pray, set intentions, or manifest, or use alchemy. All the same word, all the different words with the same meaning, the same result. You gotta be so clear about what you want. And the reason why you gotta be so clear about what you want is because if you don't know what you want, you just gonna get anything. Also, know the energy in which you are on when you're getting something, when you're doing something, and when you are experiencing something. Because all of that is going to determine, you may get what you want, but will you be able to enjoy it? I said this about dating years ago, and I'm pretty sure I've said it time and time again, whether it was just briefly in one video or over multiple videos. You can have whatever you want, but can you keep it, sustain it, retain what it is that you want? And are you sure that that's actually what you want? I'll explain a little bit more about what I mean by that. I'm one of those people. Well, I'll pray for things. I'll set my intentions. I'll use alchemy. I manifest. I do all the above. I set my intentions. I do the best I can to be very clear about what it is I want. Even when I pray about money, I don't necessarily pray about money, not specifically. I pray about riches and wealth, prosperity and abundance. But I don't pray for money. I pray for it to have a raise at work, a bonus. I pray for clients, rich and wealthy clients, or people that are bound, they are rich and wealthy, bound to be clients. I pray about donations, charity, and if it's not even necessary for me to have the money itself, I just pray for what I want. If I want new clothes, I manifest new clothes. I manifest the type of clothes that I want. I manifest the type of shoes that I want. If it's a bill that I need paid in my house, I manifest how all the ways in which that money can come. I know someone can reach out to me and do a client call with me, a group session with me. I know that I can go to work and get extra hours. I know they could raise my pay. It's so many different ways in which I can receive it, but I don't ask for straight up money. And the reason why is because it could cause great harm to myself or to someone else. And I don't desire that outcome. You know, that's just not what I want. But back in the day, there was a time when I was single and just starting my healing journey. Well, I would manifest a specific person. And I know if y'all come across YouTube, even TikTok, you gonna see a psychic, a soothsayer, maybe a prophetess like me. You gonna see somebody doing some type of content geared towards your SP. Is coming in, or this is how to get your SP, your specific person to come in. Now I'm gonna tell you why that's wrong. The reason why it's wrong is not even because you are manipulating other people's energy without their permission, but it's also because you think that that's what you want. You believe that that's what you want. That's what your heart is telling you that you want, but that's not really what you want. Because if that specific person don't want you, don't love you, don't want to have nothing to do with you, if they messed up in the head, and there's nothing wrong with that. I've been messed up in the head. Sometimes I can still be messed up in the head, depending on what's going on. If I'm in the eye of the storm and forgetting who the heck it is that I am. But in Jesus' name, that won't happen again. But my point is, you also don't know clearly what the reason and the purpose was for this person coming into your experience in the first place. Because if you knew the reason and the purpose why they came into your experience, and this person is no longer in your experience, as in you feeling the need to manifest them, You don't know why they came into your life and your world at all. Because when they leave your world, they're only leaving because they've done and they've come to do and they've done what it is they came to do. The same thing in reverse. Whatever you were supposed to bring to their life, their experience, you bought it. Now the story is over. What you really want is you don't want to be alone. What you really want is you don't want to miss out on whatever it is you believe you got from that person, or whatever it is that you feel like you still desire from that person. That is what you really want. So that being said, I wouldn't advise you to manifest a person. I would advise you to manifest love. Real love, true love, and unconditional love. And not even just that, but divinely matched love. There is a person out here in the world that was created just for you. This person was built for you. This person was being trained for you. This person was prepared for you. This person is for you. But you cannot get to that person trying to manifest the person you think it is. It's that simple. And if you are like that, it's no judgment, sis. It's no judgment, bro. It really ain't. I understand if it hurt if you got children with this person. I get it's dragging you because you gave whatever amount of time, energy, money, love, sex, happiness, great experiences, whatever it was that you had with them and you got with them. But again, I'm telling you, you don't know the reason why this person came into your life. You guys had soul contracts in place. And if this person is choosing to leave your life and your world, that contract has now come to an end. They've proven it to you by leaving. They've proven it to you by you leaving and thinking they was going to come back or get it together and then they were going to be ready. No, no, no. You need to go within yourself and figure out what's going on with you. You need to go within yourself after you get yourself grounded and centered and figure out, why did I get attracted to this person, this specific person, in the first place? And if you can't do it, maybe you're not elevated enough to, great, go get a professional like me. We will look at your energy. We will look at your connection and instantaneously be able to see, oh, this person came into your life because y'all made an agreement before y'all incarnated onto the earth that they were going to keep playing you. They were going to keep playing you stupid, messing with your intelligence. They was going to help break you. They was going to help break that low self-esteem in you that allowed you to attract them in the first place. They came into your life to be a user and abuser so that you can learn to stand up for yourself, to put yourself first, to love yourself first, to honor yourself, and to see yourself as being worthy of real love, true love, and unconditional love. That's why this person came in. This person came in to guide you to a career that you would have never thought about, or starting a business or an organization you never would have thought about if it wasn't for meeting this person. This person came in to do this, and this, to show you some things that you wanted, some things that you like, the things that you have on your must have list as far as a person that you would spend the rest of your life with. Because even though your person, your actual person that you meant to be with, exist, it's things about them that may need adjustment. And that training we were just talking about, parts of those training is going to automatically go to them so that you have what you want and what you need in them when they show up in your life. Just like the same thing is happening to them as well. They are going through different training programs. Other people, dating other people, getting to know other people, learning new things about themselves, healing, ascending, training, preparing, doing whatever they need to do so that when you finally get them, they're ready for you. But you can't do that if you keep holding on to people, places, things, circumstances, situations, jobs, schools, old wounds, unhealed wounds. If you keep doing it, you are making it further and further and further. It's like if somebody hit me up and I go into your energy and I literally can see, well, you're actually on track to meet this person in 3 months. Where you are right now, But only if you either consistently keep doing what you're doing, if what you're doing for your health self right now is healthy, if you are continuing your training, if you're continuing to date, if you're continuing to set your standard higher, if you're continuing to heal and elevate your mind, body, spirit, and soul, you will meet that person in 3 months. If you take that job and this job, start that business, start working out at that gym, start eating that type of food, if you go into your childhood and you heal your inner child, because you got a bunch of inner childhood wounds that still need to be healed. If you heal the pain or confusion or anxiousness or whatever low vibrational energy, stuck emotions, traumas, and tragedies that was in your childhood, that was when you was a teenager, that was when you was a young adult, you are on target to meet that person in 3 months. Now, me as a healer telling you that doesn't make me a liar if 3 months goes by and you don't meet this person. What makes you the person that doesn't meet that person in 3 months is by you not doing the work, including letting go of people, places, things, circumstances, situations that you already done got your lesson out of. You already done received the gifts you were meant to receive, and you are now ready to ascend and go higher. Go higher. But if you don't go no higher, that 3 months is going to turn into 3 years. That 3 years is going to turn into 12 years. That 12 years is going to turn into 24 years. You see where we're going with this? You get further and further from who it is you're meant to be with, the longer it takes for you to just focus on yourself, heal yourself, date, enjoy your whole season, go on vacations, lose that weight you want to lose, gain that weight you want to gain, get educated and learn those things you want to learn, build that business you want to build, go work at that job you want to work, travel the world. The longer it takes for you to get in tune with that, as well as healing all those things we just talked about, that's how long it's going to take you to meet that person. Now, let me bring in manifestation, prayer, and alchemy, even magic work. Let me bring that to the table and show you a little something. You can very well quantum leap to that person, or have that person quantum leap to you. You can very well use a magic potion or a spell or something like that. You can pray to God, and if he get tired of you begging for something you ain't ready for, he will give it to you. But this goes back to the first half of what I said to you in this video. Just because you get it don't mean you get to enjoy it. Because you can get that man or that woman that you meant to spend the rest of your life with, and you can also lose them very quickly. And then somebody else behind them is going to have to come in when you finally get it together. Unless that person is healed enough and elevated enough to understand you still on your journey. Like, I wish you would have just went on and took that journey and that journey and that journey before I got here. But I got enough love and patience. I got enough understanding. I got enough clarity. God got a hold of me. He telling me that he would gladly give you to somebody else. But I'm willing to stay and stick it out. But I'm also not willing to lose myself in the process. I'm not willing to break my own heart in the process. I'm not gonna be stuck and stagnant. I'm gonna continue doing my thing. I'm gonna continue being on my journey. Even though now I got you, the person that I'm supposed to spend the rest of my life with, I'm gonna continue working on myself. But one or two things is gonna happen. Y'all gonna become sandpaper. What's gonna happen is, if that person's will is strong enough and they focused enough and they determined enough to live a better life, to be a better person, and to rise up and get on that throne, that person gonna rub you the wrong way, because you gonna feel like, hold up, wait a minute, you ain't home. Why you ain't spending quality time with me? Oh, because I'm going through this job. Because this job gonna lead me to this circumstance and situation. Or I'm going to the gym because getting in shape and staying in shape is going to lead me to this situation or that situation. Or I'm going to hang out with my friends because me and my friends, yeah, we be hanging out. We might smoke, we might drink, but we also be getting real deep about some things that you don't understand, you don't know, you can't comprehend. you not at a place in which it's gonna mean anything to you. You ain't gonna have no fun, or you just gonna become a distraction to all of us. And it's one thing for me to allow you to distract me so much time, but you throwing off my circle, especially my soul family, my soul tribe, and my soulmates, that's not a thing. So I'ma just see you when I get home. And then before you know it, there's the accusations of cheating. There's the accusation of you don't love me no more. There's the accusations of you don't like me, or you don't want to spend time with me, or you leaving me behind. And it's no, you are. You quantum leap there. You brought that person to you into your life sooner than you were ready for them to come into your life, because you didn't do the work. You weren't focused on doing the work. You didn't heal your childhood wounds. You didn't heal your young adult wounds. You didn't heal your teenage wounds. You didn't heal over them past relationships. You didn't heal. You didn't heal. You didn't heal. You didn't build. You didn't build. You didn't build. You didn't elevate. You didn't elevate. You didn't elevate. You just brought everything to you that you weren't ready or prepared for. You weren't in the right frame of mind, body, spirit, and soul for. And now you're losing it. You losing it mentally and emotionally because you're driving yourself crazy. Not that person. You driving yourself crazy. And before and if you get into a position where you possibly can drive them crazy, then you just gonna drive them away. And it's not saying, oh, that's your one and done. No. Because the same energy on that person will float to the next person behind them as soon as you get it together and go ahead on and work on yourself. So before we even go through any of that, why not just go ahead and make it normal and make it second nature to do all that stuff now? I don't care if you're single. I don't care if you're in a relationship. I don't care if you're married. Why not do those things now? Because even if you married and you've had that person, then no matter what, the hell of the high water, they've been sticking to you. If they've been sticking to you, they've been waiting. They still waiting. They may wait for the rest of their life, but the life, the everlasting life that the two of y'all could possibly share together, you won't ever get there. You won't ever have that until you do this work. And as soon as you do this work, and if you are already coupled up or married to your person, the most interesting thing is going to happen. You're going to start seeing that person change right before your very eyes. Because all of those layers that's on them, that is on them because of the vision that you have. It's like, imagine your eyes is like this when you looking at this person. When you look at what they say, when you look at what they do, when you look at how they move, when you look at how they act, when you look at how they treat you, even though they seem to love you, be in love with you, and would do anything for you, but you keep being covered by all these things. Or he talk like this, or she talk like that, or he do that, well she does this. I don't know why they don't want to. Whatever it is that make you feel like that. Start working on and healing yourself, elevating and building yourself, and moving on from all those old wounds. And the only way to deal with them is to deal with them directly. It's to go straight at them. It's to stop pushing them down in the basement and deal with it. And right before your very eyes, your mate, if you already got one, as a mirror, you're going to look at them, and now you're going to see something different. And most importantly, when you look in the mirror at your own reflection, you're going to see something different. And when you look in them as a mirror, you're going to see something different. And then at that point, you're going to be free. So stop just randomly using alchemy, manifestation, prayer, setting intentions. And be very clear about what you want and why. Go deeper. Go 7 layers deep. Why do you want this? Why do you desire this? Why is this a thing? Because once you understand why it's a thing, why you want this, and you make it so abundantly clear to God and yourself, then you can actually start to work on it. And when you start to work on it, you start to get the results that you actually want and that you're ready for. You start getting the training so you can sustain a happy, healthy relationship. You can retain a happy, healthy relationship. You can keep a happy, healthy relationship. And not just with your mate, with everybody. With your friends, with your family, with your neighbors, with the employees at your job. the bosses at your job, if you own a business, all the clients and customers come to you, they're all going to be vibrationally compatible to you. But first, you got to be vibrationally compatible to what you want in order for you to get it. And in that order. I love y'all. I know this is a little bit lengthy, but if this is for you, you gonna watch it. And if you watch it, only allow this to be a template over your life to get you and keep you in alignment for your greatest and highest good. I love y'all. Thank y'all. I hope y'all have a blessed weekend. Peace.